What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Field Trip. And a lot has happened in our last game. The team is a little split up right now. We have the majority of the team is still in the town of Wellspring. They were looking for, well, a number of things. Tyro was looking for water, and Hitte and Itzy were in the middle of trying to get him healed, trying to get Itzy healed. Whereas Sirona and the Prince of Lark have ventured out into the woods to try and find healing ingredients. But ended up coming face to face with a group of gnolls. And before we jump into that, we're gonna go ahead right with Tyra. Now, Tyra, we last saw, was looking down, saw her reflection in the water. It seemed to be a little different or odd. There was some effects there. I'd like to know, where is Tyra going right now?
I was gonna get help from Hitte to get the to move the water, but while I'm walking, I'm gonna over to where they are. I'm actually gonna pull out that piece of stone again and look at it.
Okay.
What does it say?
You take out the stone and look at it, and you don't really know what it says just yet.
Oh, okay.
Do you have any kind of option or ability that might change that?
I do. Unless we are not officially our current level.
You are officially your current level, which is level what?
Level 2.
Everybody's level 2. That's right.
So, I didn't do that.
You go ahead and good lord. You go ahead.
Oh
and,
no!
You go ahead and look at the little stone fragment. Mm-hmm. And is there an ability or something that you want to use on it, or that you have for this now?
Now that I'm thinking about it, I think we were just talking
use counterspell.
Use counterspell on it, right? No, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think that I'm thinking about when we were talking about third level. So you could cut this entire part. Start over.
Wait, do you not have the ability?
Oh, I do have it. No, I do. Eldritch Invocations. I do have Eyes of the Runekeeper at level 2. Okay, yes, I do. Mm-hmm. I can. I'm a liar. Just forget me. I took forever to find it on my character sheet. I don't know my character at all.
Pastel is still packing in her head.
Mm. Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you have an ability or
yes.
An item?
Eyes of the Runekeeper. I can read all reading. Reading. I can read all reading, guys. I can read all writings. All writing. It says
all can you write all readings?
I read real good.
Can
you English though?
No, it's common.
Common.
Yes.
Jinxie, owe me a nondescript cola. So, anyways, you use it on the stone.
Here anymore. You look at the stone, and as you look, it literally transcribes to you for it's only one word. And the word on it is world. Tyra is frozen.
I think Tyra's internet crapped out.
Are you kidding me?
I know.
All right. So then, actually, while we wait for Tyra to come back, because she's gonna have a moment there. Where are Hitte and Itzy right now?
Sir, we lost her, guys. Oh no.
I am assuming she'll be back, but we can keep doing more stuff.
What are you talking about? Penny's right there.
No.
So do we have the rights to the theme song My Sharona? Can we My Sharona? So I want a bard to serenade Sharona.
Didn't Weird Al do a parody of that?
The past 2 weeks, I have heard that song playing in like multiple stores.
It's a song.
Wait, super
sorry.
Weird.
Itzy is shoot. What was I even doing?
Oh yeah, it's my Bologna.
Oh boy,
it's baloney.
We were talking to an old man that had healed you. We were trying to figure out if the mayor was the same person that we saw.
Yeah, but we couldn't figure it out because he indescript old man. Wait, did they hear that I said that we murdered him? Did we hear that? Did they hear that?
Oh yeah, they very much heard that.
Okay, are they giving me weird looks and I insight them?
They are looking around, looking you up and down.
In a seductive sort of way, or like
no, in like a very puzzled, confused sort of way.
Okay, so I rolled a 19 insight. Do I fear that they are that I should worry about being imprisoned or arrested, murdered in any capacity?
Did you say you killed the mayor?
Oh. No, so to be clear, the mayor died, but I specifically wasn't the one that killed him.
And they look at Hitte, be like, "What happened here? What
is
he
Hitte, tell him what happened.
About?" So it seems to me that the mayor put you all in this building, put y'all to sleep, and wanted to drag more people in. We still don't know why. And he tried to bring us in. We refused, and when we resisted being brought into the building, he had his two little hirelings try to kill us, and so we took care of them, dispatched them. The mayor ran for it, and my two compatriots ran after him, and next thing I know, he's hanging upside down with his entrails splayed out on the floor.
I don't think we needed to include that last bit, Hitte.
It's the truth.
Yeah, but I don't think, did you want to know that his entrails had just split? He had a hole inside of him. He was torn to pieces by not me.
Also the gnolls showed up.
Yeah, there's gnolls. What do you guys know about gnolls? I say.
The gnolls, it was the mayor. And now an older woman is going to like chime in, who's just been like listening off to the side. The mayor said the gnolls are vicious and we need to be afraid of them, that they would try to eat us.
I turn back to Hitte and I kind of whisper it in close. I'm starting to question like just everything. Do you remember the story of the mimic and the mouse? Do you remember that story? You ever read that fairy tale?
DM, do I recollect that story?
Give me a history check.
Okay. I'm gonna have to unwrap the dice because the 7-year-old was like, "What's this? What's that?"
And would make them unlucky from touching them.
She was playing with them all on the floor, and I'm like, "Please put those back." So I had them all secured, and then gave her her very own dice set, which I think are right here now.
I wonder what she took.
She didn't want to lose them. That's fair. Okay. Where's a D20 in this bag?
Just grab a handful and chuck them, and then pick one.
That one's pretty. Hey, that's a pretty good roll. 17 on the dice plus 3, dirty 20.
Yeah, you recall that story. You heard it at university at least once.
Okay.
So out of character, it's exactly the story of the Lion and the Mouse. But it's a mimic instead of a lion.
Right.
Yeah, so remember.
Reasons.
Okay, so also it's because my character's genuinely misremembering it.
Okay.
You know how the mimic was like crying wolf and stuff, and then everyone's like, "Hey, it's the what can we use instead of a wolf? Like a Tarisk or something?
Dire wolf.
Dire wolf, yeah. So like, remember the little boys crying like dire wolf, and everyone's like, "There's no dire wolf," and then eventually, like, there is a dire wolf, and he gets like mauled into pieces, and like the dire wolf like just tears him to pieces and eats him slowly over the course of days. That's the way my mom used to tell it. And she would put me on to sleep at night. Anyways, the point is, I don't think this chief is a good guy. I'm starting to think the gnolls might be the good guys and we might be the bad guys.
Are we the baddies?
Right. Wait a second. And like another like old ancient woman that's in the back of the room who's like finally getting up, and she's got a walker. And she is like just kind of moving very slowly at you. I saw the mayor speaking to a group of individuals a few days ago.
Were they hooded and kind of ominous looking?
That is exactly what they looked like, yes.
Well, I think they're dead now, so.
Oh! Well then, and she's gonna turn and just start walking.
Oh no!
Just walking away, like.
I'm
Wait,
gonna
wait,
the
wait.
sword that I took off that one of the guy's dead body. I'm gonna just slowly kind of put the sword behind me. Just hopefully she doesn't remember that guy's sword. She'll start to figure out I took it from his dead corpse.
Okay,
What do we do with the bodies? Are they just on the ground, by the way?
They're
with
just on
holes
the
in their
ground
heads?
outside the building.
Can I attempt to stop the old lady before she walks away?
Yeah,
completely?
she's not
Terrible
moving
heroes.
quickly.
I didn't figure she was. It was like,
It's like
hold on, grandmother.
Negative
let's-
speed.
Oh boy.
You know Sonic the Hedgehog?
Oh Jesus Christ.
No, would be what's the hedge?
Yeah, no, you stop her. She stops.
You care? How much more do you know about the mayor's dealings in the previous days leading up to today?
Well, the mayor was very fond of those people. They traveled here, and we were told they came from far-off lands to bring us protection.
How long has the mayor been the mayor? Just I'm sure you would know if it's been 100 years.
Oh, he's been mayor for
200
10 years.
10 years. Interesting. Did he have a wife or kids?
It was always just him.
Was it was it by a choice thing, or is your town not very diverse or open to
Well, we had a local election, and he won in a landslide. The local tabby cat ran against him.
Do you mean a literal tabby cat?
Sure, of course. Sammy the cat was a contestant.
I turned to
looking
Hito.
around for
I think we gotta let this town just burn. I think it's just best if we just let this thing burn, man. Look, if they die in a fire that we start, that's not our fault, man. We're starting the fire. As long as they have every opportunity to get out and we're not stopping them from it, I really feel like that's not our fault. And I'm starting to think the gnolls are the good guys. And I don't really want to kill old people directly.
I'm gonna stop you there, Yeezy.
That's
Hang on.
probably good. That's probably good. I feel like I'm going down a dark path here.
A little bit. Actually, it's been really quiet. Where's Serona?
Oh God! I say that in character, by the way. Oh God! She's probably
and
doing something bad.
And we hard cut jump over to Serona, and Serona has just informed the Gnoll woman that she's gonna turn her into a, what was it you said?
A fluffy coat and a little muff with a hair bow.
Oh God!
And then the Gnoll looks up and says, "Well, you're just in time for dinner." And that is where we're picking up right there.
Mm-hmm.
The Gnoll like turns and puts her back to you and begins walking into the woods. She's got a very large staff, and she kind of uses that to hold herself up. She's very old. And Alaric is going to say, "Where are you going?" Come, we're going to my camp.
We're going to dinner. Let's go, Liam. And I start skipping right after her.
As you start moving through these woods, it's a very shallow, small path that carries on. And one of the other Gnoll that you had bonked on the head finally like kind of catches up, and he's just holding his head really hot, like with both hands. It like
if I
just
catch his
hurts
eye, I just
so
go
bad. He's just gonna go and then like take a couple steps ahead and get like distance on you.
Serona just like her head goes up just a little bit and she kind of walks with a little bit more swagger.
Serona, stop causing so much trouble.
I'm not causing any trouble. You're being like ridiculous.
No, Serona, we should hear
Why are you...
these people out and try to not have a conflict.
I'm going to dinner with the lady and then I'm gonna decide on what I'm gonna do. Just trust me, it's okay.
That's a very hard ask. Okay, that's a very hard thing to do, but like let's just get through this.
Well, yeah, obviously I'm going to get through this, duh. But you got to keep a healthy sense of fear. Listen, Leah, let me let you in on a little secret. The best way to make sure things go your way is to make sure that no one knows which way you're going. Okay? Okay.
I thought you were gonna burst out into song. I was so petrified you were gonna burst into like a Disney villain song.
Claude Frollo breaks out. Hellfire.
I was thinking more of like in the dark of the night.
See, I don't know where I'm so glad because like I'm half convinced she thinks that they're gonna eat her, and I think like she's gonna be like, well, I'm gonna eat them first. Sorry, that was just an aside.
Or
So
like the part in
director's
Fantasia,
commentary.
the part in Fantasia where it's like the devils like all dancing around the mountain.
Yeah, exactly.
Chernobog!
Yeah, she's Chernobog. She's Krampus, dude. She's just
Oh
gonna
my
steal.
god!
I feel like she'd look up to Krampus too. She'd be like,
Confirmed.
He steals bad kids and puts them in
Serona
bags.
is
Sounds
Satan.
reasonable to me.
Serona is Satan.
Do that every day of
Okay.
the year.
Oh,
All right,
man.
so sorry. Continue
Okay,
on your
all right.
murderous
Night on
rampage
Bald
song.
Mountain starts playing behind Serona. It is her theme song.
And she's smiling the whole time. Sorry.
Serona, do you know what a parlay is?
Parlay isn't that the kind of flooring, right? Like the little floors where the wood goes this way and then that way and then this way and then that way and then this way, and then you dance on it like really fancy places.
No, parlay is when you
Parlay floors,
Like
yeah,
oregano.
like parlay floors, right?
No, parlay is when two leaders meet and talk amongst each other, give information. It's peaceful.
Oh, you mean like making like a truce or a pact or something, like making a club.
That's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a club with these gnolls. All right. So we're not gonna fight. We're not gonna cause any trouble. Okay.
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 Are you trying to condescend to me because you think I'm a little idiot? Huh? Is that what they're doing now?
Roll an insight check.
This is pretty good. Where's my
Tyra on deck.
What is my insight bonus? 17.
Yeah, you know that he's very concerned. He's like sweating profusely, afraid that something's gonna happen.
Liam, I'm gonna just like stop in the path for a couple seconds because she's shuffling pretty slow. And I take my little hands and put them up on either side of his cheeks. And I go, trust me, I'm the only person here who knows you're actually the prince. And I'm not selling you out, obviously. I'm going to make the best deal for our people. Okay?
I don't know where your hands have been. Don't touch my face. Thank you very much.
I
Anyway,
prestidigitated them.
Listen, no, okay.
I prestidigitated them.
And you guys have moved through into this trail, and eventually you come to and you see that there's these group of huts. There's like these 6 huts, and then behind there are more trails that branch off through the woods. But in the center, there's a big roaring kind of campfire, and there's a group of gnolls moving through this tiny little alcove area. And the main one is going to move up and continue walking towards the campfire. And eventually she's going to get there and turn back to, come sit around the campfire.
Okay, we accept. It's a very cozy place you have here. And Serona goes up and sits down next to her.
Cozy is the choice word, isn't it?
I like cozy places, so yeah.
And as Aurek is gonna step up, and he's gonna be like a little, like just be looking around very cautiously.
Liam, have a seat, please. See, this is my manservant. His name is Liam, and I am
Deception check with disadvantage.
Titiana, Queen of the Fairies.
Oh gosh, disadvantage.
Let's all remember that did you prestidigitate the blood off of your body?
No.
No.
She's covered in blood.
My lowest roll is a 14.
We're gonna put a pause on that. We'll come back to that in a minute. Tyra, you had just moments ago, you casted that ability. You used the ability on the fragment, the stone fragment, and you see that it is just got one word on it, and you can make out the word is world. So that is the only thing that it says on it. Now, are you holding it in your hand, or do you put it down on something, or you're holding it?
I took it out from my pocket, and I kind of like was looking at it as I was walking over to Hite.
Okay.
And to Itzy.
Give me an Arcana check.
Sure. On that. Oh, I have a +4. 17.
Tyra, the longer that you stare at this thing, the more like you get a sense of almost double vision. Like you're looking at this thing, and then like for a second you'll see kind of an aura of magic surrounding it, and then you blink and it'll be gone, and then you stare a little longer and it just kind of comes back, and then you'll blink and it'll be gone. It's there and then it's not. And with a 17, you begin to notice that it seems like a magical presence is very clearly emanating off of this stone fragment.
I assume that by the time I figured out, I end up back with Hite and
Correct.
Itzy.
Yeah, you will have just entered back into the hall there, and you'll see Hite and Itzy standing there talking amongst themselves. And there's a group of people moving around in the building.
I'm gonna put it back in my pocket. I kind of just like rub my hand like I got something on it, but it's fine. Hite?
Yes.
I like found some water for Serona to like bathe in or like whatever. It's just like in a barrel though, and it's kind of heavy, so I can't really move it.
You need me to move it for you?
Well, I don't really have anywhere to move it to. Did you happen to get any idea, like maybe a bathroom, tub, spa? Do they have a spa here?
I don't really think they have that kind of luxury here. This is a very quaint village.
Well, like clearly I have like
quaint. I scoff when he says quaint.
They clearly have like someone has to have like a clawfoot tub or something, like ivory, right?
I'm sure we can find some kind of private area for us to bathe, which she definitely needs to scrub herself of the mess.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, have you seen her or Liam?
No. I haven't.
It's starting to get late. I'm starting to get worried.
I could totally get why you would be worried, because we are talking about Serona. But yeah, maybe we should like sort out something like to go find her. I don't really know any spells that I can think of that I could like find her or whatever.
Excuse me. And you'll as you turn, you'll see there's the woman standing there that you helped her carry her stuff in a couple of sessions ago, and she'll be standing there and she's gonna say, people are saying that you rescued us. Is that true?
Well, unfortunately, like the term rescue really kind of like implies, it seems like your mayor was doing something not good, and so I guess we stopped that.
Step in front of her. I literally shove my hand in her face. I shove her out of the way, and I go, and I take a pose, and I go, yes, we are heroes. That's what some may call what we did. We did save a town, your town. We did definitely do things that caused you to live. So yeah, if you call that a hero, then we're heroes. If you call saving a cat from a tree a hero, we're heroes. And I look at my hand where I wrote a script down. When you walk the streets at night and find that you are alone and scared, all you do is mutter the name, Itzy. And he and his sidekick compatriots will be there for you.
Mm.
We are the heroes when they are needed. You may clap.
Oh my god, he did a please clap. Wait, give me a performance check.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna fail. Oh well, let's see. Please clap.
Please clap.
I got a 10.
From the corner of the room, the old woman that had the push cart just starts going.
I point to her and I say, "Thank you, citizen." He recognizes a real hero.
Well, anyway, I wanted to thank you for
You're welcome.
helping us. And my son had the idea that, I mean, if you have no shelter for the night, you can stay with us at our house.
Oh.
Wonderful. Where will you stay, though? That's my concern.
Oh,
Well,
is it?
we'll also stay at our house.
Yeah.
Oh. Is she pretty?
Roll a
No.
wisdom saving throw for that.
That's... Holy... I got a nat 1.
That's that.
She's very clearly got some kind of a
personality.
she's very clearly got something on her lip, but she's got a great personality.
She felt ours of dirt.
I'm gonna stay open to this idea. I mean, like, yeah, you know what? Let's do something. Let's try something new. Let's do this. Yeah, and I'm trying to hype myself up because I'm starting to regret even putting that idea in my mind. But I'm
Hitte and Tyra, give me a perception check.
Boy.
Oh,
Hitte could.
buddy.
By the way, I know this wasn't established at the beginning, but Hitte has a path of perception of 12.
Okay.
What's my bonus to that? That's gonna be 13.
Okay, Tyra.
9.
Okay, so Hitte, you get the feeling from the way that Itzy's talking, you've seen him do this before, where he's like clearly starting to flirt with this woman.
Trying to flirt, I would say, is probably the most,
he's trying to flirt with this woman.
Mhm.
So you're aware that this is his game.
Okay.
Yeah. What kind of women does Hitte like, by the way? Just so I can keep an eye out for him, so I can be his wingman. I feel like that would
Hitte would have definitely not told you.
Have I noticed, have you had a girlfriend at the university?
No.
Just so no, he's been single his whole life.
He has been single this entire time.
He's a eunuch. All right, perfect.
As far as you know.
All right, cool. That means that everyone is your type, and I'm just gonna lodge my way, Axeman my way through a forest to try to figure out the perfect tree for you to make your lodge out of. I kind of like wave to Hitte, like with my hand. I'm like,
All right.
Oh.
It's well, that was a very passionate speech, but I had like a really serious, very important question. Why exactly would, not for you, for her, why exactly would your mayor want to cause you all to, I don't know, like be in a room where you're all passed out? And also, what do the gnolls have to do with anything?
yeah, I think what she's asking is, what do the gnolls have to do with it? And really, do you know anything about the mayor having possible corruption? I think is what she's asking. And I give her a wink.
The mayor told us that the gnolls were vicious and violent, but the truth is they hadn't ever really done much to us. But we were told that they attacked a bunch of times and that they were stealing crops and supplies and raiding the town at night. And
Wait, you're told, or you experienced that?
Yeah, did you experience it?
Since waking up, it feels like a story more than a memory.
Oh,
So
okay.
so before
No.
he became the mayor, y'all had never experienced any Knoll attacks.
Wait, I think I know what this is. Can I do an Arcana check?
Yes.
Okay. I feel like I remember learning about this in specialist spellcasting class.
Yes, exactly. I was just gonna say that. Specialist
Um,
spellcasting class.
I got a 18. I'm trying to figure out if this sounds like modified memory.
On an 18, you can figure out. It sounds to you that it's clearly a modified memory situation, or there's some kind of foul magical play at work here.
Okay. Yeah, from what you're describing, it sounds like that you might have had the spell called modified memory used on you.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Right. Wait, were you in that class?
Let's not concern ourselves with the details, sidekick.
No, that's true.
So
that's
this
so much
modified
else.
memory tale. How do you think that it could have happened? I say to. How do you think this could have happened? I have my intuitions, inspections, investigations.
Well,
But what do you?
Well, so the last thing I think I definitely remember was there was a group of individuals who showed up and they had these black capes on and they had really expensive clothes.
Yeah.
And they met with the mayor. And then
How many of them?
Well, there was 3 and they showed up on horses a couple of days ago. But we thought nothing of it at the time, and we really, of course, then the sky cracked open, and then that became our priority, and we really didn't care about anything else going on.
You said it was like a couple of days ago?
Yeah, it was.
DM, excuse me, I got a little distracted in the middle part there. Is this the old lady or is this somebody else?
This is the woman. This is the woman that you guys saw when you first came in, and she was carrying something heavy in, and then Tyra.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
With the little kid.
Yep, with the little kid.
Okay.
Oh, definitely not my type. That's a hit save type.
Is he just assuming? Is he just gonna assume like any woman that's not your type is definitely Hite's type?
I'm gonna assume all women are your type until I find out which one is. Process of elimination.
That's fair.
So I say okay. Hite, could you read me the notes back about what we've talked about so far? I say with a bit of regal prestige in my voice.
I believe the long short of it all is we've got a corrupt mayor that spun a yarn about gnolls attacking the village when they actually haven't in the past, have no reason to. And it seems to me I might have a running theory because I said to Tyra earlier that I actually elected out of that class on Arcane, so that's not really my field of expertise. However, the running theory is that the mayor may have been hoarding some excess goods and spun a yarn about the gnolls taking it.
Perfect idea. We're gonna break into his house, I say.
Absolutely.
Excuse me, where's the mayor's home?
Oh, it's just down the road, a couple of pieces by the north gate.
Perfect. We're gonna take a little inspection over there. Thank you so much for your service.
Hold on, let's not.
The heroes of Itzy will return. Oh, well, so 1 second. My compatriot seems to have further questioning for you, if you don't mind.
Well, I was gonna say let Tyra do the talking. Let's just wait and see how this plays out.
You're right. Let her think she's in charge. You're a smart one, Hite.
Well, she knows more about magic than I think the both of us.
Tyra hears all of that, by the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna start rubbing my dress between my fingers again. Yeah. So let's start with politeness. What's your name, ma'am? Plus, since we're gonna be spending time at your house.
Question.
My name is Lara.
Lara? Okay.
Lara, that's a pretty name, right, Hite? Right?
Well, Lara, what is your son's name?
Oh, this is, Mort for short.
Mort? Okay. Well, lovely names, and thank you for your offer of hospitality. We truly appreciate it. Do you have a tub real quick? Do you have a bathtub by chance?
Yes, we do.
Cool. Great. Okay. So, so it seems like you guys were all affected by the modified memory spell. And your memories, last I checked, they should come back to you pretty slowly. So just keep, paying attention to things that are might be important. And you said previously, the gnolls were not of any consequence to you. They kind of left you alone, right?
That's right. Yeah, we really didn't have much of a run-in with them. We knew they were there, but then we were, I guess, told that they would eat us. And with that, I want to jump over to Sirona real quick, who just sat down and sees this big bubbling cauldron, roaring fire underneath this just big stone cauldron. Give me a perception check.
I am distracted because that is a natural one.
The only thing that Sirona you pick up is that it smells really bad around here. That's it. It's just, it stinks. It doesn't smell pleasant.
Nice. So I am the emissary of this town, and I am here to discuss the terms of surrender with you.
What do you mean, terms of surrender?
Well, it has not gone without notice, the atrocities with which you have wreaked upon the village. And they have called me in to negotiate on their behalf, which is why myself and my manservant have come. But we were held up looking, as I said, for moss, because somebody got injured. There was a big fight. It's a long story. So I was going to, hunt you down, possibly kill you. I don't know. But since we're doing the talkie-talkie thing, we could just talk it out.
Your story seems to be just that. A story. You don't know what you're talking about.
I absolutely know what I'm talking about. Are you thinking I'm stupid? That's not a very diplomatic solution.
Sirona.
Liam, hold me back.
Sirona. And he's just like, okay, sit down. If you're, I just imagine the little one is just kind of standing up now.
Yes.
He's gonna be like, no, sit.
That is why he's here. He's here to keep me in check from not devastating and laying waste to all of your people as I easily could.
Intimidation
That's
check.
that guy.
Intimidation check.
I point at the guy I bonked on his head. Do I get advantage because of that?
No. Just roll a regular intimidation check.
It's 14 plus. So 16.
On a 16, that guy is gonna look back and look at you horrified, and then as he turns to walk away, he's gonna trip on a root from a tree coming up and just face plant on the ground. And then the rest of the gnolls in the area are gonna look around, very puzzled and confused.
Exactly right. So you should be afraid of him and try and keep him alive too, because he's the only thing that keeps me from unleashing my wrath upon you all.
Interesting. Now, what did you say your name was?
What did you say yours was?
I am Magda, the Queen of the Gnolls.
Oh, well then royalty to royalty.
I am with royalty?
Yes, of course. I said I was Queen of the Fae.
Queen of the Fae?
Mm-hmm.
A little young to be Queen of the Fae.
Do you doubt my abilities? You're a little old to be Queen of the Gnolls. You look like you just crawled out of a grave to come to dinner.
And all of the other gnolls also start laughing in the midst of that tension.
Funny you are. You are just hysterical.
And she's gonna go and move around and go and sit on the other side of this roaring campfire and just start looking at you. And she's just like kind of stroking her face,
Why are you
staring
being
you
all
down.
creepy and cryptic and I can also like wipe my hair.
It is just interesting to me that someone so young would claim to be queen of the Fae.
And she's gonna take her staff and stick it into the pot and start spinning it around. Are you looking at the pot at all?
Yeah. Like, what the is she doing?
Yeah, as you look in the pot, you could see that there are appendages now floating around that are now coming up to the surface. You see just a hand just floats up to the top and then just sinks back down.
Are these villagers whom you have destroyed?
Well, whoever they are, they were attacking us.
What do you mean?
We were attacked in the night. Shouldn't you know this all-powerful queen of the Fae? Aren't you all-knowing?
I never said I was all-knowing. I said I am powerful. And that I am.
Alarek is going to jump in and be like, what do you mean you were attacked in the night?
Oh, of course, yes. We were attacked in the night by a bunch of barbarous people. They came in, they were wearing these cloaks and hoods and used these weapons against us, but they stood no match against our repellent.
Your repellent?
Yes.
You got anti-human spray?
For someone who claims to be so powerful, you seem to have trouble understanding what is all around you.
Give me a nature check or an arcana check.
Okay. 15.
Which one?
Arcana.
Okay, on Arcana.
Well, actually, technically, it's either because it's the same modifier.
So as she says that and you start looking around, you notice that the trees are moving, like just kind of swaying back and forth. And like the ground itself is moving and kind of uneven.
Wait a second. Are you druids?
Guilty.
Okay, that's really cool. We're like buddies then, because I'm a druid too.
Alarek's like,
Clearly,
what are you talking about? What is going on?
We've got like the same religious beliefs. It's like a whole thing. We're like really cool. They're really cool. They're fine. They're friends.
But she murdered people.
So have I.
And we're just going to jump back over to the other group. All right. So where exactly are you guys going? That woman is just offered you her home. You found out that the mayor is located at the north towards the gate. What do you guys want to do?
I'm actually just going to pull the other two aside. Like, hey, we should try to, let's figure something out, because you're right, Hite.
Thank you.
We haven't heard. Well, you're right too. You're both right. Well, I'm about to get back to you. Don't worry. Hite, you're right. We should probably go figure out what's going on with the Sharona. And you're right. We should totally check out the mayor's house.
Break into his house and steal his stuff.
Not steal. No, maybe we should just find out what's going on. So I'm worried about Sharona, but it sounds like she's probably okay as long as she doesn't start any fights. Because even the lady said that they don't normally attack the village. So
we're hoping that Sharona doesn't start a fight with intelligent animal creatures who, by all merits, eat people. That's what we're betting on.
That's a good point.
However, it's Sharona, so
yeah, it's like, should we be more worried about the gnolls, or we should be more worried about Sharona at this point?
Honestly, at this point, I there was one time I saw Sharona, and there was like this creature that had got caught, and people were like poking it, and everyone's like, "Oh, be careful with that creature; it could kill you." And Sharona, with like no hesitation, walked up and saved the creature, and everyone's like, "Oh, what a beautiful thing!" And then she turned around and like like let that creature loose on kids. It was the craziest thing I'd ever seen. And like I just stood in horror because like it's not killing people, which is why she just got suspended for a day. But like it was a pretty monstrous thing. So if anyone's going to be friends with Knowles, it'll probably be her. You know, I'm starting to worry about us, honestly. I feel like she's just as likely to ride in with the Knowles and take over this town as she is to get eaten by the Knowles.
Well, it's like a 50-50 toss-ups.
Hite,
So-
you had something to say?
I was just gonna say, I'm less worried about Serona. Only because I've now firsthand have seen what she is capable of, and it's a little terrifying, to be honest. And I'm more worried about a lark.
Oh yeah, that guy. He's with. What? Whose idea was it to leave the prince with Serona?
Well, it was technically. Hold on, Hite. It was 100% his idea. Remember, he was like, "I want to go with Serona." Like he told me that. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You know what? We need to rob the mayor's place very quickly.
The more pressing matter is finding
Yeah, it's like
Serona
not gonna go
and
anywhere.
a lark, but
But he's gonna get mad at us for robbing a. Well, Serona would probably help.
He's like
I feel like
dead
the votes are
though.
tied there.
So. Yeah,
Oh, we
Serena
are in
would
a
likely.
pickle.
no, we're not.
Serona would definitely break in without you guys. She would definitely sneak in the middle of the night with just me and her, and we would break in without you guys. I feel like that's the most reasonable thing to do, honestly, because he'd say,
probably,
you know,
but we will
you're
never
a
know
little-
unless we go get Serona.
Well, okay. Well, like, hold on. Here's my thought. Obviously, whoever is doing this is, like intelligent and makes a plan.
not as smart as you, but yeah.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you saying that. So
I look at Hite.
No, what
And-
you said was valid.
So, what I'm thinking is that at least one of us should go to the mayor's office or house, just in case while we're gone, if we take too long getting Serena, like someone can't come in and be like, I have like all the evidence, bye bye, or like, let me burn this place down before somebody finds me, haha, like that. So
Can I do it? It's my idea. I feel like can I do it? Can we vote on this?
Actually,
Tyra?
that's not a
Because-
terrible idea. Tyra, are
I
you
mean,
suggesting that me and you go look for Serona while Itzy stays here and pilfers the mayor's house?
Oh
yeah,
yes! This is why you're the captain, Tyra.
Okay.
You
Well,
heard her,
so-
boys.
So, Itzy, on that note, if while me and Tyra are gone while looking for Serona, something goes amiss here in the village,
Mhm.
grab what you can out of the mayor's house, anything damning to the mayor or that supports the story or the theory, rather,
And then burn his house down.
and then burn his house down. We'll see the smoke and we'll come running.
What? You're
wait,
actually
hold on.
agreeing to that, Hite?
Wait, hold on. Okay, that's not a terrible plan. But the fire could spread to like all the other villages, places, and that wouldn't
Don't
be
do
good.
this. Don't.
Uh,
He agreed to let me do something very terrible. It
No,
never
No, but she brings up a
happens.
good point, though.
No, but it hit. Oh, come on,
Get
Tyra.
a feel for how close the mayor's house is from the other surrounding buildings and huts. Anywho,
I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna burn that place down. I'm gonna burn it. And I don't care about nothing.
So something, please. I'm gonna take the object out of my pocket again and say, if you see like anything with writing like this, make sure to grab it. Or if there's anything you cannot read, grab it. And
I take a quill and write on my hand. What the writing looks like. Is there other colored ink, by the way? Because my skin is like legitimately obsidian black. Would I even be able to read my writing?
there is red ink. Red ink does exist.
Well,
Okay,
on
I'll
black
use
though.
writing. God, would I? I feel like I'd have red ink. I feel like I've encountered this problem before. Have I found a solution?
Give me a.
Why would you have ink
check.
and not chalk?
Why would I carry chalk around? It's dusty. It gets in my nose. I have allergies.
Oh, okay.
I never pay attention to my concerns and qualms.
So to be
that
clear,
happens in my life.
Hite and Tyra are gonna go look for Serona
Yes.
and the
Yes.
prince, and Itzy is going to split and run to the.
I got a 12 on wisdom. Would I have ink? Red ink?
On a 12, you would have a little vial of it. in your bag.
Okay, perfect. I put a little bit and I write on my hand what appears to look like that. Cool.
I
Boom.
was gonna say, out of the remaining group that's together, out of anyone here, I believe Izzy would be the person to go pilfer and actually find something in that place.
I'm concerned about.
That's what I
magic
trained to do
stuff.
at the university.
Just make sure you're paying attention for like magic traps and stuff. If there's anything you can't open, don't force it open. Let's just try to figure it out.
I
together.
literally trained for this. Infiltrate, assassinate.
Well, we're not. Okay.
Forget that second part. We're not supposed to talk about
Okay.
that.
All right.
Infiltrate.
Okay. All right. Well, as long as you have it, then we'll leave you to it and light something on fire if you need help or anything, that's not going to cause anything else to cause
You are making too many rules, Tyra.
fire.
Too many rules.
I feel
On anymore.
So are you
Well-
guys
Okay,
going to
well
start
then-
moving?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's fine.
and as we're splitting off, as they're arguing, I'm gonna try to over talk Itzy at the last minute and just be like, Itzy, if it's too many rules, just try to remember one thing. Try to keep collateral damage to a bare minimum.
Collateral damage. I don't know the meaning of the word. I literally don't. You're gonna have to explain that to me like I'm 5. I don't. Collateral is I don't pay attention in English class.
Learn it,
I'm
read
in
it,
class.
learn it, write it.
Read it where? Where's the library? Now you want me to go to a library, then the mayor's house? Tell me who I'm not gonna burn down.
DJ rolls his eyes and starts walking away.
Thank you. It's only a
I
matter of
mumble to
time.
myself as I storm out the door. Actually, I run. I'm like, so excited to burn down this house. So I book it to the mayor's house.
So Tyra and Hitta, you guys are walking away and you're walking towards the north gate. And is there anything in particular that you guys want to do or discuss, or you have a few minutes here?
If you think of something, Tyra, go ahead.
So while we're on our way, I remember like the water earlier that I told you that I found. Well,
Yes.
so this is a weird thing. Can you when I looked at my reflection, my eyes were like glowing yellow, which totally clashes with my outfit, and I would never. But my eyes were like glowing like yellow, and they're not glowing now, are they? I'm like, oh, my eyes are wide.
Ite's gonna get really close to your face, just looking at your eyes. No, they look normal to me.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, it's just weird, and I can read what this kind of says now. It says world, I think. That's what it says? I'm pretty sure.
Are you
That's what I
holding
put in
it?
my notes. Yeah.
Can I look at the tablet?
Yeah, I'll hold it for you.
Okay. DM, is this a language that I recognize?
Are you touching it?
I'm just looking at it
You're
at
just
the moment.
so she's holding it and you're just looking
Yes.
at it. Okay. You do not recognize the language at all.
At all.
Nope.
Okay.
In fact, it's you can tell that it's clearly a fragment of something,
Mhm.
to the point where like even the word itself is like kind of etched off, where you can't even see the full thing, even if it was all there.
And this is a stone tablet.
This is it looks like a little piece of stone with some gold writing on it.
I'm just tracing the letters with my finger.
Yeah.
Does it feel like the stone was like kind of chiseled out to make the words, and then just gold was inlaid?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's clearly broken off from something larger. Like this is literally would fit in the palm of your hand. That's how small this is.
So, would you allow me to make a history check to see if the style of how the writing was done, chiseled into stone and then inlaid with gold? To in Hite's mind, this sounds kind of more or less how this sounds dwarven. In Hite's mind, this makes sense that this makes the most sense that this was made by dwarves.
So you can go ahead and give me a history check.
Okay. That's all right. That's a decent roll. Bonus is +3, so that's 15.
15. As you're looking at this, you can tell it's actually definitely not dwarven. So whereas in style you may think it's dwarven, the verbiage, whatever language this is definitely not dwarven.
Okay. There's a lot more going on with that, and I can't. It's almost there at like the edge of my mind, but I can't place it.
And with that, you guys will make it to the gate itself. Will you continue onwards into the woods?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Cutting back to Sirona right now. So Sirona, the Magda is sitting there with her big staff, just kind of swirling this pot around. She goes,
"Well, Queen of the Fae, you can help me cast my spell."
Okay, what are we doing?
Well, are you familiar with what's going on in the sky?
On a cursory level, yes, I am. Actually, I defeated a couple of really big, very gross ooze monster things back at my palace. Liam here helped a little bit. Yes, he's very brave. He protects me sometimes. Mm-hmm.
Deception check.
Okay.
Doesn't sound good.
11 plus a bunch. 15.
Really? That is quite interesting.
And as she's like still spinning this cauldron around, she goes,
"Well, now I just need you to channel your magic with me over this boiling pot, and we will get this thing going."
And as she says that, another gnoll is going to walk over and holding a tray, like a wooden tray with bowls on it, and go,
"Madam Magda, the food is ready."
She goes, "Oh!" And she's going to pull the staff out of the pot for a second and then turn and grab, there's 3 bowls. So one for you and one for Alark. And she's going to grab and pass it to you.
Thank you very much. Question real quick, just a little, I'm allergic to some things. My list of allergies is kind of long, but just to start off with the big one, does this have, humans or elves or maybe genasi or...
No, look in the bowls.
I look.
It's a salad.
Oh, it's salad. Are you really good? Are you...
Wait a second. You thought that the cauldron was the dinner?
No, because clearly it's the spell, duh.
But...
Yeah, No. I had been told some rather prejudiced views about your people. Hold on. I told rather prejudiced views about your people, and it's on me because I listened to those. I internalized that, and I judged you so accordingly. And that was a big boo-boo on my part. I'm really sorry.
Alaric is profusely sweating right now, just like, oh my god.
But now that I know your druids and stuff, it makes way more sense, and we're totally cool. We're all the same. One big happy family.
Queen of Fae!
Yes, Queen of Knowles.
Knowles are vegan.
And she's gonna put her head down and just tear through the salad, and salad is flying all over the place.
Sirona starts picking up pieces of salad. So you see, I understand that now. That makes a lot of sense. I'm from the Feywild, so I don't
We
know.
don't eat people. We eat vegetables.
Like I said, I was told some really prejudiced and lot about your people, and I just assumed, because I have never had the pleasure of meeting or dining with gnolls. This is the first. But I really accept your hospitality, and I thank you very much for it. And Liam, my manservant, also thanks you. Say thank you, Liam. Remember your manners, please.
Thank you.
See, he's really good.
Yeah, we are druidic gnolls. Of course, we're vegan. We don't eat other creatures of the world.
I should have put that together, honestly, but like my prejudice was already in place, and so I was looking at you through this lens of like judgment and everything.
I understand where mistakes were made. No. You see,
this is a delicious salad, I must say. It's like really good. I mean, the only thing it's missing is chocolate, but that's just me. Because in my opinion, chocolate goes on everything, even though I don't allowed to have it a lot. But you know,
that sounds like a very big issue. But I would very much like to resume what we were doing now that we have finished eating.
You were asking about like the ooze monsters and all of that. Yeah.
Not at all. I didn't think that. No, not the ooze monsters. No, we are trying.
The cracks in the sky.
Exactly.
Oh, there. Okay, that's the ooze monsters drop from.
So
they're
we've
kind of
decided to take. We took the corpses of the invaders and we put them into the boiling pot, and we're going to use them to find out what's going wrong with the sky.
Oh, I like this. This is like revenge magic.
Yes.
Oh, this is really good.
And so
I'm getting some Black Cauldron vibes right now, and I don't know how to feel about it.
She's the horned queen.
Well, she's got horns coming off of her back, but like, that was never the intention.
The horned queen. And Hitte is Gurgi.
She's gonna pick up the her staff and stick it back into the cauldron, start spinning it around again.
Okay.
And she's gonna just start doing an incantation. It just sounds like kind of muttering, muffled under her breath, but she's saying some kind of spell, and then all of a sudden, Sirona and Alark, you will watch as from this boiling pot, a bit of light begins emanating out of it, and a little beam of light comes up, and then eventually splits open, and it looks like there's a little veil there, a little almost liquid-like veil that you're looking through, like looking into kind of the fountain, like looking into the fountain when they pour in Lord of the Rings, when she pours the fountain and you're looking down like it's water. Mm-hmm. And in that you see visions of the sky, and you could see where it's just cracked open, and there's just, it looks like space inside of those cracks. It looks like there's a variety of stars and planets alight. But it's very clear that there's some kind of dark energy moving through it, back and forth. And you'll watch as inside there's just these balls of dark magic fall and descend, and then you recognize those immediately. You've seen what those are for back in the university. And Magda is going to go, it seems like it is an invasion.
That's what I said. Now here's the question. Do we know where we can get like a needle and thread big enough to go up into the sky and like stitch the cuts closed?
I think it is more than that. An invasion, but what is causing it? We must dig deeper. And she continues muffling through, but she's like getting a little bit more aggressive with this spell, moving the pot more and just being a little bit more aggressive. And she's with like almost bated breath now. She's saying, there's a weakness. We are exposed. Our world is under attack by another being altogether. Our defenses are down. There's a door, and they let it in. They mistakenly let it in.
Wait. Someone let this happen?
Yes.
I'm going to kill them.
Somebody opened the door to another plane, and once the door was open, it couldn't be shut.
What kind of fuddy-duds did this?
I don't know, but and then it just kind of like bubbles over and splashes, and she kind of stumbles back. Oh. And at this point, Hite and Tyra, you will be approaching. You will see off in the distance as you reach the bridge. You'll see just like kind of a burst of light come through the trees, and that's where you're standing. So you just see this kind of blast of bright light through between the trees.
Hite takes out one of his hand axes and is holding produce flame in the other. It's like, I don't like the look of that.
And Tyra?
Yeah, that doesn't look good. We should probably like hurry.
Agreed.
You move across the bridge?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Itzy, you arrive at the mayor's house.
Mm-hmm. Does he have any protection or anything?
It looks like a very nice looking house as compared to the rest of the houses around here. Like, this is very clearly the nicest looking house on the block.
I rolled a 22 in perception to see if there's anyone around.
There is no one around.
Perfect. I just walk straight up to the front door, and I, if I can lockpick it, great. I checked to see if it's open first. Just wiggle the door handle.
It is locked.
Okay, I want to lockpick it.
Okay.
What do I do with the... Is that sleight of hand, or is that an actual...
You could either use
Stealth?
survival or sleight of hand.
Okay.
I allow for either one. Typically survival.
Okay. I got a 22.
22. Yeah, you just like... Are you actually going to pick the lock, or are you just going to jimmy break it open?
If I can boot, well, yeah, I'm going to jimmy it open.
All right, yeah,
I don't want to break the door. It's a nice door.
You get it open you're able to lock pick it.
Perfect.
Door opens.
Get inside, look around. Is there any like traps or anything I should worry about? You think does it look like anything off the top of my head, or
as you open the door, you see that it looks like a very nice and looking place, but there's just one thing that's odd.
Mm-hmm.
It's covered in dust.
It's covered in dust.
Thick layers of dust lay on top of this room.
I run my finger across. I'm like, this is a fire hazard. And then I look. So is it like 2 stories, 1 story? What's the layout of it?
This is well, as of right now, from where you're standing, you're just like in what would be like kind of a gathering living room of sorts. There is no stairs going up. It's 1 level here that you see.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to kind of make just a quick round, like a quick kind of paced round of the bottom floor, or the floor that I'm on.
Okay.
Look for anything out of the ordinary, any signs of that writing.
Give me. So you're looking for the writing. Is there anything else that you're looking for?
Yeah, anything out of the ordinary, anything that's writing, any letters or that he's written, anything that
investigation check for all of that.
Yeah, and anything that wouldn't have dust on it. Get a 17.
17. As you move through the first floor, you make your way into the kitchen area, and you see that it is mostly untouched. It is, everything is very much layered in this thick dust. Like, Mayor hasn't.
He didn't live here.
Yeah, he hasn't been here in a while.
Yeah.
And then you continue moving through, and you make it into. You find an office, and there's no door there. It's just an open office, and you're able to go right in, and you can see that there's very clearly items here, but again, covered in dust. Except with your 17, you notice that there is a drawer that is clearly not covered in dust. The handle is kind of clean, like it had been touched.
I reach forward and then I stop and go, and I take my sword out and I use the sword as like a pull handle and like pull the drawer out because I'm paranoid. And I pull the drawer open with the point of my sword.
As you pull the drawer open, you see inside something of incredible value, something that you've heard stories about, exists, and is just of the utmost value. I will call them, for the easiest way to describe them is batteries.
Interesting. I poke them with my sword softly, just to make sure there's no charge or anything.
Well, you can see that because there's an indication on them of there's 3 batteries sitting there. They're kind of small. They're like the size of your palm. And you can tell there's indications on them that they are at 100% capacity.
Okay. I grab them and I put them in my bag.
You grab them barehanded.
Oh, I poke them with my sword first.
Oh, you poke them? Okay,
sure
yes, that's right.
Yeah. If they go like against the metal or anything, then I'm hesitant. But if they don't, then yeah, I grab them with my bare hand.
Okay. Yeah, you pick them up, and you immediately feel like this bit of static. Like there's some, like static electricity.
I grab a cloth or whatever I can find, or like whatever is like a book or something, and I just get the drawer, dump it on the book, dump that book into a bag. I'm not touching those things again.
Okay. Yeah, you've got 3 batteries. Tyra, what is the official name for them?
Everborn batteries.
Everborn batteries. Yeah.
Yep.
So these are miniature Everborn batteries.
Perfect. And I move the bag slightly farthest away from my crotch, just in case they explode.
Or radiation.
Exactly. Or radiation. Exactly. They can radiate my butt.
Okay.
So, or I guess a tail. I don't know if I have it.
Do you walk out of the office?
Yeah. So I can. So anything else in this room that doesn't have dust on it?
Everything else in here is completely covered in dust.
Okay. Does he have a book or anything? Does he have a journal that I can read through and make fun of him for? Does he have a diary that he kept?
Not that you would have seen in this room on your 17. However, as you exit the room, as you look over to the right, you notice that there is a hatch on the floor.
Yay! Secret hatch! I get very excited and I clap my hands together and and I run over to it and I grab it and I fling it open without care.
Just as you get close to it, you notice that the handle itself is not covered in dust.
Yes, excellent. Yeah, I fling it open without care.
You fling it open, and there is completely pitch black down there, but there's a rickety ladder going down.
I go, is anyone down there? Oh, God. No, I'm going to have to carry up a ladder. God, there better be another way out of this. I'm not doing this. Where's Hitte when you need him? I stretch first because I'm gonna be right there. Give me a second. I stretch because I don't want to pull something and I climb down the stairs. Or the ladder. I climb down the ladder.
Do you have dark vision?
Do Dragonborns have dark vision? I don't think we do.
No, and it's the stupidest thing. I put it in my games. I'm like, Dragonborn should have freaking dark vision.
They totally should. They're
They
dragons.
should.
Also, to answer your tail question, it depends on what lore you're going with for the Dragonborn.
Okay. I want a tail. Yeah, so I'm just gonna light a torch then because it's pitch black, obviously.
Are you gonna light a torch and then go down, or are you gonna get down and then light the torch?
Light a torch, drop the torch on the ground. You know, like they do in movies, like a glow stick, drop the torch down.
All right, yeah, you light a torch, drop it on the ground, and it just kind of illuminates and flickers, and there's very clearly a basement here, and it seems to be the same size as the house.
Awesome. I crawl down and I say, if you're in danger, I'm here to help. If you're putting me in danger, I'll probably kill you. I stop on the ladder. Can you mum twice if there's someone else there with you that would maybe stab me? Mum once if there's no one else here. Perfect. Are you gonna stab me? Mum once for mum. Forget it, and I just keep climbing down the ladder. Freaking secret codes and
as you reach the bottom, do you turn around and look?
Yeah.
As you turn around and look, you see tied up and on the ground is the mayor.
It looks exactly the same as him?
It looks exactly the same as the guy that you dealt with. But he's like bound and gagged and tied up.
I look down at him and I go, you have no idea how complicated you've just made things.
And with that, I want to jump right back to Sirona. So Sirona, that has just ended. And at this point, Hitte and Tyra, you guys are entering in. You see Sirona and Aurek are sitting at this campfire with the gnolls all looking around. And they're all, now they draw their weapons. You're holding weapons.
I like for a second. Whoa. Why are we getting all hostile like this?
Invaders.
I turn around.
It's Hittei and Tyra standing there.
Oh, wait. No. They're fine. They're cool. They're really cool. Hi, guys.
Oh, hi,
Axe in
Serena.
hand, could produce flame, and the other's like,
Put it down. They're really cool. They're friends of mine.
I extinguished the produce flame.
Big
I'm gonna
fire.
take my hand
Big
and
fire.
I'm gonna take my
Big
hand and I'm gonna
fire.
push
More
down.
salt.
I'm gonna take my
Thank
hand and I'm
you,
gonna push
thank
down Hitei's axe hand.
Okay. Are you sure?
Well, like Serona says, so it's fine. And she would never lie to us, especially not to me.
Hittei,
But
it's good.
They're actually really cool,
Okay.
guys. Come over here. They are members of my court as Queen of the Fae. I have both of these lovely people who are my associates.
Time. You both know she's not Queen of the Fae.
No, we
Yes.
yes.
Oh, we
that's right.
I
definitely
just
We
know.
want
know.
the audience
This is
to know as well.
absolutely-
We
it's
know
absolutely
this.
bullshit.
Everyone knows she's
Well,
not.
To be fair, it's very likely that. But actually, I have a person this. I'm gonna lean over to Hittei. She's doing the fairy queen bit, so just like play along, okay?
Okay.
And so they are my associates. They are very trusted members of my inner circle. They were probably worried for your safety, knowing that I have at times laid waste to many and devastated a village or two in my day. So that is probably why they came to see if I needed to be restrained. But however, Leah, my manservant, as you can see, is doing an excellent job of keeping me in check. And we are in the midst of a parquet floor, which is where we, talk and everything. Because this is Magda, Queen of the Knolls. Would you say hello to the Queen, please? Thank you.
And I'm gonna curtsy I'm gonna curtsy real low, like real deep. Your Majesty.
Hittei, you will recognize that this is the same person that you had seen off in the distance some time ago that was like investigating the North Gate, and then poof of smoke disappeared.
Hitei's gonna drop to a knee and do a subtle bow, but not breaking eye contact to the lower part of his brow.
So it would appear, my good friends and compatriots and members of my court, etc., that we have been fed a very prejudiced and racist view of our good friends, the Knolls. As it turns out, Queen Magda and her people are vegans because they're druidic in religion. So they don't kill villagers.
Hittei, perception check.
Absolutely.
Oh no!
Okay, let's try that again. 13.
13. On a 13, as Serona says they don't kill villagers, you look in the cauldron and see the hand floats to the top again before going back down.
They fed us a salad, and it was delightful, I must say. And
Your Grace, who's in the cauldron?
Oh, those are really bad guys who came and attacked them. They were like, what did you say, Your Majesty? You said something about there were hoods and cloaks and stabby people that were coming to kill you.
Yes.
That's
And
it.
at this point, because she's been like kind of knocked back on the stump from the blowback from the spell, so she's finally gonna like pull herself back up.
Yes, we were attacked several nights ago from these people. They were wearing black hoods. They attacked us in the night. They were after something, and
But the trees tore them limb from limb.
they tore them apart. Yes, they did. And then we used their
love trees.
corpses to summon a spell to find out what's going on. And now I can tell you what we must do.
Oh,
Yeah,
was
you
that,
guys
like the spell
arrived.
from
When
earlier?
Serona's... Sorry, go ahead.
No,
Sorry.
please.
Oh,
Oh.
Serena.
Oh,
I was saying
okay,
you
yeah.
guys arrived at the perfect time. It's really great. Oh, I love trees.
Okay.
Hite.
When Serena says that the trees tore these people apart, Hite's immediately checking out the tree line.
They're moving. The trees are at the like, so they weren't before, but you've crossed the bridge, and the further in you've got, you'll have realized the trees have been moving more and more, just like on their own, swaying back and forth.
Okay, at this point, this is I'm not hiding this whatsoever. But like usually Hite's got a very stern or stoic expression on his face, and that is gone now, and he's like, oh
Are you okay? Do you need some salad?
I'm not hungry at the moment.
Okay.
Do you look?
Well, the trees aren't going to tear you limb from limb.
On a 12 perception, you'll have noticed that there's a gnoll standing next to you, holding a bowl of salad for you. That's like awkwardly close, like within your breathing room, like salad.
I just can't help but think of that meme where it's like, oh,
Yes.
How close are they to me,
Of
by the
Dwight,
way?
yes.
yes.
Oh.
How close are they to me?
Oh no, there's one on your side too.
Oh, I'm just
I'm
gonna.
grab the bowl very gingerly and just thank you.
Salad.
Oh, what wait, bowls you have here?
Lady Tyra, if you would like to imbibe in the salad, it is delicious. I think it will rival anything from your home in the summer court
Dorota.
of the Fae.
Or no, not Serona.
Queen of the Fae.
Yes.
Queen of the Fae.
Yes, Queen of the
I must say, before I forget, I'm seeing visions.
And she's gonna run over and like grab your hand.
I am having visions.
Oh,
Visions
visions are
of
so
places.
cool.
And yes, you must listen closely.
Okay, I'm listening.
We must flush out these invaders and send them back to their home.
That's right.
But there's only one way to do it. You must reignite the beacons of our world. You must go turn them back on. Yes. The fonts of magic. Yes, there's one. On
While the
each
geriatric
island.
knoll is having a fit, Hite's gonna start stepping in between Tyra and this knoll.
Okay.
Love it. 111. I'm trying to take notes. 111.
One. Is that 6?
No, why? 5.
5. Oh, sorry, I added an extra one in there. Sorry. So there's 5.
One on each island. Yes. And each one will require you to complete a challenge. A sacrifice of sorts, yes. Each one will require a sacrifice.
I'm good at sacrifice.
You're good at sacrifice?
She is very, very potent at sacrifices, if I may.
If I'm like appeasing elder gods and like, yeah,
I thought you were Queen of Fae.
I am. That's not the same as a god.
But the Queen of Fae doesn't make the sacrifice. Sacrifices are made to the Queen of
Yes.
Okay.
No,
And that's
there
where we're
are-
gonna end tonight's episode.
Oh boy! Oh boy! I was like, last part.
Just
Oh, no.
digging that hole.
Dig a little deeper.
Dig a ton.
That song from Holes. Can we copyright that song from Holes?
No, let's not do that.
Bob Paycheck will be after us then. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Field Trip. We'll be back with you again real soon with another episode. Good night.
Goodbye.
Bye, Phil.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.